All right, folks, Yishai Fleischer here in the beautiful land of Israel. I'm in the center of the country, in the mountains. To my east is a drop-off that goes into a valley. That valley is called the Jordan Valley, and it's named the Jordan Valley because the River Jordan, the Jordan River, runs through it. And it's very biblical, and it's historical, and it also has strategic significance. Why? Because it's the eastern border of the Jewish state, the state of Israel. And on the other side of that border is the so-called Kingdom of Jordan, the Transjordan, and from there, many attacks were initiated on Israel, and the IDF fought them off. A person who continues to fight for the Jewish state and for its borders is Brigadier General Amir Avivi. He's the founder of the IDF, the Israel Defense and Security Forum. In Hebrew, they're known as the Bitchonistim. It is Israeli military officers who believe in a strong Israel, like I do. But they have a lot of experience fighting, and now they're teaching the rest of the country what we need to do to secure the state of Israel. Brigadier General Amir Avivi has made a fabulous film about the Jordan Valley, its history and its significance and its strategic asset to the state of Israel. Let's watch that awesome and beautiful film and get inspired about sovereignty over the Jordan Valley and therefore security for the state of Israel. Here's Brigadier General Amir Avivi.
We are visiting today the Jordan Valley, the longest border of Israel, 309 kilometers, bordering Jordan Kingdom. We are nearby the Jordan Valley Memorial Site. Was built by the sculptor Yigal Tomarkin, representing the purity of the soldiers that fell and the fierce fighting that they had in this region. He took weapons and welded them into one big black massive weapon 21 meters tall. This site was built in the remembrance of 378 soldiers who fell in battles here in this zone. Many of them fell in battle between 67 to 70 after the Six-Day War, in what is called the War of Attrition. After the big win of the Six-Day War, the Jordanians and the Egyptians started a new war. Here in the border with Jordan, the PLO, the Palestinian Liberation Organization, moved from the area of Judea and Samaria into Jordan. They built bases of terror inside Jordan and started launching terror attacks into Israel. The way the IDF really dealt with these terror infiltrations is by building a new technique, the technique of pursuit. Due to this technique that was developed here and this many events that occurred, this whole area of the Jordan Valley was called at that time the land of pursuits. The way the IDF dealt with this penetration of terrorists into its area is first by sending soldiers on foot with trackers, tracking them and following the trail as the terrorists were advancing into our area. At the same time, forces were sent with choppers to the depths of the area to close their way and prevent them from further infiltration. Once they closed the area, they followed the tracks until they found the terrorists and then they attacked them. This area has known many stories of valor. One of them occurred here, in a site called the Site of the Cave. Let's go to the cave and talk about what happened there. On the 11th of March 1969, 7 terrorists crossed the border with Jordan and started moving west towards the Israeli towns. Israeli forces started the pursuit, and it went on all the way to this area, here, in this cave. At the entrance of the cave, they see a Bedouin woman with 2 children, one of whom she was nursing. They ask her if there is anybody inside the cave, and she says no. So the commander of the force, instead of doing what is usually done according to protocol, throwing grenades and shooting into the cave, he goes in without shooting in order to secure this woman and children and prevent them from being hurt. So he goes in, the terrorists spot him and shoot him, and the fight starts. Our forces eventually managed to kill the 7 terrorists, but we paid a heavy price. 2 of our officers, majors, and 1 of our soldiers are killed in the battle. We see once again, back then and also today, the dilemma of how do you fight terrorists when you have citizens around? What happens when citizens work along with the terrorists? Our soldiers in Gaza have dealt with this reality again and again, every day in the fight since the 7th of October. It's also happening in the fight in Lebanon against Hezbollah. Both organizations use citizens as human shields. This land was the land of pursuit for many years, and we had many terror attacks, but this is still relevant today. Today, in this long border, Iran is trying constantly to smuggle weapons into Judea and Samaria. They do it on a daily basis. Just in 2023, the IDF apprehended more than 250 weapons. In 2024, the numbers doubled. It's extremely important that the State of Israel and the Israeli Defense Forces will be able to control this long border on the east side of Israel, bordering the Kingdom of Jordan. We need to close the Jordan Valley border. We have been busy in Gaza, in Lebanon, on the Golan Heights, but this border is challenging and requires the State of Israel to focus and really build the capabilities needed. We cannot be in a reality like the failure of the 7th of October in Gaza, here in the Jordan Valley. We in the IDSF understand that the Jordan Valley is a strategic place for Israel. This area is an area where we have a connection, a deep connection going all the way back to the Bible. The Jordan Valley is crucial for Israel's future. We need to revive this area. We encourage bringing hundreds of thousands of Israelis to live in this important area. Here in the Jordan Valley, in this vast area, Israel can settle more than 1 million people. Today, only 6,000 Israelis live here. We need to apply the Israeli law and make sure that this area is prosperous, strong, and secure.
All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that fabulous film. Please support our work by commenting, liking, subscribing, and in the comments below, you can find ways to support us, including Fight for Israel, fightforisrael.org. That's the way we fight to beautify the land of Israel, to keep it strong, and to send Torah throughout the world. Also, buymeacoffee.com/Yishai. Join us there. It's easy, it's fun, and it supports our work to send this message of Jewish strength, of a godly vision, and of a beautiful land that is a blessing to all. God bless you, folks, wherever you are. Stay tuned, stay strong, stay connected. Lots of blessings from the land of blessings, and shalom.